everybody. So we're going to start with a group intention. I'll put this out here. The theme of today is the heart. And so before we begin, just asking yourself through what lens you are seeing life at the moment. Are you seeing life through connection? Are you seeing life through kind of striving, stressing, and just tuning into perhaps what's that lens that you're seeing your life through at the moment? And hopefully through these practices, we might be able to invite a lens of the heart through this. So I'm just going to plant that as our intention for today. Now, with this focus of the heart, we are focusing not just as this emotional, energetic center, but actually as this physical organ that's keeping us alive as we speak. It seems that this original modern understanding that the brain was like this orchestrator of our whole body was incorrect, and that these thousands of years of wisdom that regarded the heart as our main brain and this key to our emotional higher selves was in fact true all along, because your heart is your second brain. Well, first, given it develops in utero and begins beating independently way before your brain develops, it sends more information to your brain than your brain does to your heart. It has its own independent nervous system, meaning it learns, holds, and processes information. It has a short-term and long-term memory, all independent of our brain up here. It also secretes oxytocin, our love and connecting hormone. Again, something until recently we thought only the brain could do. Now, when you're in emotional balance, sometimes this is called coherence. It's the rhythm of our heart, and different emotions have their own wave signature that instigates the shift in our brainwave state. So through extensive research over the last 20, 30 years, they found that through intentional heart focus practices, some of which we'll dive into shortly, can not only shift our emotional, energetic, neurological, physiological state very quickly, but over time it can make the nervous system much more flexible and resilient to stress. So we're able to function from this important state of connection, greater awareness, compassion, gratitude. And this isn't about living with our hearts more open. Actually, it's about inhabiting our hearts more. And this is what opens our capacity to let more life in. So I could go on about this because I love this topic, but I'm going to leave it there. This powerful well of our heart, it's where we feel our greatest love-driven emotions, passions, gratitude, exhilarations for life. The heart speaks from a deeply loving, passionate, honest place. So just taking time to listen and connect to this, it can guide you to what's most important to you, what brings you joy. So that's enough for me. So we're going to start some practice. So all of these practices today are absolute invitations. If something doesn't feel right for you, don't feel you have to push through it. With certain practices, with the tapping, if there's certain points that you can't reach that are uncomfortable to touch, then you can miss them out. That's absolutely fine. And same with where I invite place hands on the body. If that doesn't feel right or good for you, you can hover your hand there, or you can simply direct your attention there. Okay, so let's get comfortable. Have a little wiggle in your chair, maybe have a stretch and a yawn just to arrive. Oh, especially we've got a few tired people in the room, so just allow those yawns to happen. And then with eyes either open or closed, just starting to feel the weight of your legs travel down through your feet into the floor, and the weight of your body travel down into your seat. And if you feel called to, if that feels comfortable, just placing a hand on the center of the chest. And starting to lengthen the inhale and the exhale so that it's comfortable, so you can maintain it. And see if you can hold your attention at the whole length of your inhale and the whole length of your exhale, just for these next few rounds. Sense that physical heart beating under your hand right now, this inner rhythm. Take a moment to move down through your forehead. See if you can release a little effort there. And the same with the eyes, the jaw, the back of the neck, shoulders, hands, feet. And sense that breath rising up to meet the hand, if the hand is there. And then the breath softening down with the hand with it. Now, over the next few courses of breath, see if you can start to bring your inhale and exhale to equal length. Perhaps start with an inhale for 5, exhale for 5. But if you need to shorten that or lengthen that, that's fine. Listen to that. It's a count that you can maintain for these next few minutes. And once you've found that, starting to gather your attention to where this center of the chest. Imagine your breath traveling directly in and out of the center of the chest. If the hand is here, imagine the breeze of the breath traveling underneath it, moving in and out underneath the hand. With that balanced breath in and out. This breath traveling directly into the heart and out of the heart. Now bring to mind something, maybe an experience, a person, a place that has recently brought some connection, gratitude, a bit of light to your day. Connect to that experience that recently brought that light to your day. As you continue with that balanced breath in and out. As you begin to really connect to that experience, connect to any emotion that this experience awakened in you. And each inhale, imagine it's turning up the dial, so the colors of that scene are a little brighter. Perhaps connecting back to what you could feel, taste, smell, hear. Turning up the vibrancy of the emotion, the sensation that it brought in that moment. As this felt experience, this embodied experience. Staying with that balanced breath in, balanced breath out, and welcoming that experience in. Perhaps seeing if you can turn the vibrancy up just that little more of that experience, of that place, person, whatever it might have been. Now on your next inhale, sense you're turning up that vibrancy, and on the exhale, radiating that experience out to your whole body, reaching the toes, the nose, the fingertips. Allowing the whole body to be containing this experience of emotion, of felt sense, of aliveness, of heart. Resourcing every part of you with that balanced breath in and balanced breath out. Now perhaps staying here, or perhaps following me with this next inhale, drawing it into the heart. And if you feel ready now, sending that quality, that experience out beyond your body to the others in this circle today. Inhaling, turning up that dial, that vibrancy. And then sending this quality out to everyone here practicing with you this morning. Into the heart and sharing that out. And remembering for a moment that you're receiving it right back from us too. This cycle of heart's resource. Never depleting, always abundant. Breathing it in and sending it out. And then very gently bring your attention just back to the boundaries of your body. The breath. And the body against the chair, the feet against the floor. Take a moment now just to really notice what's here now. Really drink up this aftermath of the practice. What's here for you as we move into this next practice of EFT tapping? Now, heart-led emotions include compassion, gratitude, peace, kindness, acceptance, contentment. So just for a moment, how might you describe the state that you're in right now? And how is that landing in your body? Now from here, we're going to move into some tapping. So a real quick recap of the points here. And don't worry if you need to miss any or you forget any, it's all good. So we'll be starting with what's called the karate chop points at the side of the hand here. And you can just lightly tap. And then we'll be moving to the inner eyebrow. And again, it doesn't matter which hand or which side. We'll go to the top of the eyebrow. Right round kind of near the middle, and then the outside of the eye, under the eye, on that eye socket point, under the nose where your two front teeth meet the gum, and on the chin where your two bottom front teeth meet the gum, and the collarbone, you'll feel an indentation as your collarbone runs down and meets the sternum, right there. And then the side of the body, about a hand's width down from your armpit. And then we'll be going across the hand with the peace fingers. And again, I'm holding my hands up, but you can bring your hand down to rest in your lap. And then the final point will be up at the crown of the head. Cool. So let's start with the karate chop point, and you can do this with eyes open or closed. Come back to that balanced breath. Sense it moving in and out of the heart, just coming back to the flavor of that previous practice. And taking a moment to just bring to the forefront a challenging situation that you're currently working through, trying to move forward from, maybe you know that you're going to have to deal with soon. It could be anything. The stress of getting your kids to school on time, a meeting, a tricky conversation coming up, anything that holds a charge of activation that you'd love to start navigating with a bit more clarity, a bit more compassion. And allow the first thing that arises to be the right one this morning. And as you continue to tap, stay with that balanced breath, just ask yourself the question, why is it important to me that I bring this quality of heart in how I deal with this? Why is it important to me that I bring this quality of heart in how I deal with this? Being curious to what arises here. It might arise as an image, words, and sensation. Now, throughout this practice, I'll give you space to add your own words that resonate for you. And let's start by just repeating after me as we continue to tap on this spot. Even though. I'm facing this challenging situation, and describe in a few words what that is. I am choosing to stay connected to my heart as I meet myself and anyone else involved in this situation. Even though I'm facing this challenging situation, and put in a few words what you're facing. I'm taking this time right now to inhabit my heart. And last time, even though this situation is making me feel that, maybe put any emotions, worries that it brings up for you here. I am choosing to connect to my heart so I can meet myself and others too with compassion and care. And then we'll go to the inner eyebrow. Connecting to my heart and the top of the eyebrow in times of challenge. And the outer eye. In those moments when I might have tensed up, been short or defensive, and under the eye. In moments where I felt unable to see the bigger picture, and under the nose. Or I let my fears or insecurities cloud the lens. And the chin. I'm choosing to inhabit the heart now. And the collarbone. I can instead inhabit the heart and the side of the body, as I am choosing to right now, and across the wrist, and embody compassion for myself and others. And the crown of the head. I can embody patience for myself and others. And the inner eyebrow. I can embody gratitude for the opportunities, support and beauty that's all around me. And the top of the eyebrow. It's here at the heart where I can listen much more deeply. In the side of the eye. It's here at the heart. I'm able to connect with others at times where I might usually put my walls up. And under the eye. It's important to me that I connect to the heart now. And under the nose. It's important for others that I do too. And on the chin. And right now, as I stay connected to this powerful heart, to the collarbone, I can see where I have not been connecting to the heart in the past. Inside of the body, when it could have supported me and others. And across the wrist, just taking a few breaths here. Take a moment to connect to perhaps in the past where you've responded to a challenge recently from fear instead of love, distance instead of connection. Noticing what were the emotions and beliefs that were driving that were driving how you reacted. And just allowing that to be held right here, the kindness, no judgment. And let's go to the crown of the head. I can connect to those past experiences and the inner eyebrow. But right now, I don't need to judge or shame myself for that. The top of the eyebrow. I am human, imperfect, and forever learning. And the outer eye. And I can be grateful for those experiences. And under the eye. They've led me to here right now, supporting myself in this way. and under the nose. They've led me to consciously choose how I respond now. And then for a moment, we're just going to shift to the karate chop point and take a few breaths. And take a moment to connect back to that current challenge you're facing. Notice how your body, your breath, your thoughts, emotions respond. It's all really welcome here. It's all very honest. And notice if there are any beliefs or assumptions or fears surrounding this challenge. And as you welcome that in, staying with that balanced breath in and out of the heart. Now asking yourself, what are the qualities I want to embody as I meet this challenge? What are the qualities that I want to embody? What are the emotions, the beliefs that you want to embody as you meet this challenge? And then come to the top of the head. This situation is making me feel. And just put any emotions that are present for you here. Near inner eyebrow. And this situation is making me think. And put your judgments, beliefs, or assumptions here. On the top of the eyebrow. I know that this is a human and honest response to this situation. And the outer eye. And I also know that my heart can support me here. And under the eye. So I'm welcoming my heart into this conversation now. And under the nose, where I can meet myself, others, with compassion and patience. And the chin. I am supported here. And under the collarbone. I am imperfect, human, and honest here. And the side of the body. I am in integrity here. And then across the wrist. Take a few breaths. Take a moment to reconnect to this situation. And what's most important to you about this challenge and how you approach it now. And just slow that tap. We're going to bring a hand to the heart, a hand to the belly. And this hand at the heart comes over to the opposite shoulder. And that hand on the belly comes to the opposite side of the waist. And let your chin gently drop. Shift your breath in through the nose and blow or shh the breath out of the mouth. Connecting to that, what's most important to you about this challenge and how you approach it now. And just containing in this embrace through that quality of touch. Everything that you've gathered from these practices today. And sending yourself this wave of gratitude. Thank you for giving me this time. Thank you for giving me this resource. Thank you for giving me this care. And if there's anything else that you're grateful for right here, right now, let that gratitude circulate through you. Breathe with it. Soften with it. Notice what's here now. Thank you for practicing with me today, everyone. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.